Good morning, everybody. It's 1st of May 2024. I'm down on the north shore of the Madawaska today. The temperature is nice and warm. It's about plus 10 already, so it's not going to be cold like I have been the last few rides. Freezing the first thing in the morning. It's been raining hard the last 4 days, so everything is just drenched and dripping, and that's good. It's nice conditions for the for ATVing. It's going to stay kind of overcast today, so it's really going to be a good day. I'm going to be heading east in this direction down towards Griffith. Going to do a big loop and come back up this way. At some point I'll be down pretty close to the Madawaska River. I can't go drive right down to it because it's a provincial park, but there's a couple of access points. I'll get close and then I'll walk down into those where there's rapids and stuff. I've been into those places before, but I'm going to do that. So the first few lakes I'm going to hit going in this direction is the Serpent Lake, Rock Lake, and Dry Lake, and then from there I'll go over by Canoe Lake, and then after that I'll be swinging south down towards Griffith, and I'll come back up along Highland Creek Road, probably going to Joyce Lake, and you know, we'll just make this up as you go. Anyway, we're gonna hit the road, and hopefully we'll run into some moose or some bear or something today. Make things a bit more exciting. Still gonna be lots of trees down. I didn't tighten up my GPS before I took off. Okay, first little track we're going to go into is just right here. This goes down, I think it goes down to a hunter's stand. Blocked already. oh man, that's a massive tree. Well, there's no way I'm getting through there. I'm almost at the end anyway. I just want to show this to you. Oh. Man, that's a big tree. That's huge. Wow. See, I'm going to be hitting this kind of stuff all day long, and maybe for the whole season, because it's been so windy this spring and over the winter. So that's where that one snapped off right there. I mean, that's probably 18 inches thick, that tree. Man, that's big. Okay, we'll turn around and we'll head over towards Serpent Lake. I'm just going slow here because a really good spot to possibly see a a moose. They must have just fixed that road there because it's a washout. This corner coming up, this is where I saw a bear here last year. I didn't catch him on film. I was filming, but I just saw the ass end of him as I ran around this corner to the left here. So it's coming like this. It's coming down like this. And like right here, he was just taking off to the left there. But it was just a flash, so I didn't catch him. Yeah, I'm going to turn left here and then I'll go up into Serpent Lake. It's going to be one of those days. It's going to be doing this all day long. 50 yards, clear another tree. Like my last ride there, I only filmed a fraction of what I actually chopped through. I probably got my axe out 15 times. I'll film myself chopping this one for your viewing enjoyment. Should have got I got my saw with me. It's actually better for this. Not bad when they're softwoods. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that all day long today. and on a lot of these rides. I gotta adjust my GoPro here. It looks like it's tilted on me here. So yeah, this is my GoPro Hero 8. I'm filming in 2K resolution, which is really high. You know, it doesn't matter what you're filming anyway, because YouTube throws it back all into whatever resolution they want it to use, and it's not the. I mean, so it's okay. But it's not the same resolution that you record in. I mean, all I see is trees down ahead of me here. I'm going to be chopping again here. This sucks. Okay, well, I got to chop through this. Okay, so I chopped through that log there. It probably took me, I've been here 15 or 20 minutes now. I couldn't saw all the way through it. I couldn't get, my saw, it's really wet inside, so just with about the last inch or so, my saw just got bogged down in there. I'm just using my little hand saw fiskars. So I ended up having to snap it with the ATV. So I hooked up my straps and I pulled it and snapped it, and this is what we're left with. But I also had to clear all this scrub out of here to make a hole so I could get through. And now just looking up here ahead, 50 yards up there, there's another one, but I think I can drive over that one, but who knows what's around that next corner. But anyway, if this continues like this, and if it, you know, because I'm eating up all my time here, I'll just go back out on the main trail and I'll just go down that as far as I can go. And you know, if I can get into some, I might take some of the offshoot tracks to get into lakes, but we'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. So yeah, Serpent Lake isn't too far ahead, and I bet that I have a feeling that track's going to be just plugged right up. There probably hasn't been anybody into it all winter, and you know, you have to go in there about half a kilometer to get to the lake. So I'm not very hopeful that I'll be able to go all the way in there, but we'll see. Okay, on a bit of a positive note, I found a trail that I haven't been into for a while. I forgot about this when I looked on my map, and it looks like I can get into Serpent on this track. It's not too far up ahead. So as long as there's no trees down between here and Serpent Lake, I should be able to get into it. See, somebody's been through here already, and that's good. Somebody's been through here with a chainsaw. I have a chainsaw. I've got a Stihl MS-170 that would be handle all this kind of stuff no problem, but I don't want to lug a chainsaw around, strap it onto my front rack and all that. So screw that. I'll let somebody else do it. Track into Serpent, and there's been somebody in here. I can see tracks. Considering how much rain we've had, these tracks are fairly fresh too. I mean, it's been pouring rain, and I rode Friday, and then it rained Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Or did I ride Thursday? I forget. Anyway, whatever day it was, it's been raining for like the last 4 days. I think I was riding Friday. Yeah, it was Friday that I rode. So it rained hard Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I was thinking today's Tuesday, but today's Wednesday. So it rained Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, hard. Just buckets. And cold too. It's I like it when it's like this. It's kind of misty out, kind of creepy. It was really fogged in when I left home this morning. I mean, probably see 100 yards because we're right along the Madawaska River, so you get all the fog lifting off that. Okay, we made it into Serpent Lake. Okay, so Serpent Lake, S-E-R-P-A-N-T, Serpent. Just a small lake, but it's nice. Loons. I'm sure they don't show up. There's 2 loons swimming right here, 50 yards out from me. Dead still, no wind at all. There's actually, the next lake I'm going to is not far from here. It's like, I don't know, less than half a kilometer. It's just over here, and it's called Rock Lake. It's probably only 300 or 400 yards or 300 or 400 meters just over there. So I think it's slightly bigger than this lake. It's called Rock Lake, R-O-C-K. And a couple years ago, I was going into that lake, and I found a trail. So the trail goes in behind that wood line over there and into the lake. And then, but there's a trail off of that came down, and I rode my ATV right up along that shoreline over there. I don't think I got up as far as you can see over there, because I think I was more to the left, but it was really nice. I might go down in there today and check it out. Really swampy. A beaver lodge over there. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break here, regroup. Gotta figure out, come up with a plan, because I'm just gonna keep running into down trees all day long. Sucks, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm just leaving Serpent Lake here, but just before I do that, I'm gonna go down this little hill here. Whoops, still reversed. And go down into this little area here. It's nice down here. Nice camp area down here. Steep hill. How's that? Somebody's driven a quad right down into there. Just gotta snap a couple pics here. So far so good with the GoPro Hero 8. Hasn't screwed up on me yet, but it will. At least I don't think it's screwed up on me. You never know till you get home, and then you'll find out it did something really weird. Okay, so if I went that way, I'd go down into Dry Lake. I was going to go down into Dry Lake, but I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it another time. So I'm going to turn right here and go up this trail here, and then that'll take me to Rock Lake, and I'm just going to verify that. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to head to Rock Lake now. Okay, I just finished chopping down through that other log. Okay, it's not too far into Serpent Lake now. Or not Serpent Lake, Rock Lake, R-O-C-K. Serpent Lake is just over there, like 200 yards. Okay, I'm just going to drive over this one. I don't know why there's so many trees down this year that compared to other years. I mean, it's got to be the wind. It's been super windy a lot this spring, and with the cold too. I guess that's you know, that combo, wind and cold. The trees are brittle. I went up that trail a couple years ago, and it's a nice trail, and I think it eventually goes into the other side of Rock Lake, but it was kind of getting sketchy in there. It wasn't very defined, very good, so I turned around and came back out. I'll have to do a survey job sometime in there. This is where I finished my season last year, just before we went to Sedona, Arizona. And we had a fantastic trip to Sedona, Arizona. Man, we hiked every day except the last day, and on some really difficult trails too. We did the hardest trail in Sedona, called Bear Mountain, and guess what? I'm going to be chopping through a tree here. Okay, I might be able to drive around this one. Even if I have to chop it, it's easy. It's just pine or cedar, whatever, softwood. But I might be able to just drive through here. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to chop that tree. Okay, I'm going to stop filming again here. I want to chop this. So I started about 20 after 7 this morning. It's now 9 o'clock, and I've gone a grand total of 6.7 kilometers. So that's about what, 4 miles? No, probably not, just under 4 miles, or yeah, about 4 miles, I guess. So yeah, that's and it's all been because I've been cutting down trees. I just cut through that one. Each time I stop here, it takes, you know, 10, 12, 15 minutes. The longest one was over there, and that took me at least 20 minutes to get through that one. Anyway, we're coming into Rock Lake. More stuff I gotta hack through. Yeah, so just continuing on about Sedona, I highly recommend if you want to do like an active vacation. Oh shit, here's another tree. Oh man, and the entrance to Rock Lake is like 20 yards ahead too. Oh man. But if you want to do an active vacation, go to Sedona, Arizona, and just like the beauty of it. I mean, you don't have to do hiking. If you just want to drive around and sightsee too, you can do that as well. But you got to get out on those hiking trails. You're out into the mountains, and it's just nothing like it. It's peaceful, quiet. They're not crowded. There's a lot of people go there, but the trails aren't crowded. Oh, this is hardwood. It's a good thing it's small. Oh. So what we do is we drive to Toronto, and we fly from Toronto straight to Phoenix. Then we rent a car, and it's about 2 hours to get up to Sedona from Phoenix. And it's a beautiful drive too, gorgeous. Speed limits blows you away. Like we're so used to 100 kilometers an hour here, max speed limits. Down there, I believe it's 75 or 80 miles an hour. It's the speed limit. So I don't drive that fast. I do like, you know, I'll do 65, 70. I don't like driving fast. I like to see the sights. Anyway, let's go into Rock Lake. Finally. I'm soaked with sweat. So now I'll freeze. Now that it'll stop, I'll freeze. But I did bring an extra shirt. Okay, we'll just do a quick walk around here before I shut everything down. Change my shirt. Yeah, so this is Rock Lake, R-O-C-K. This is where I finished my season last year in mid-October, just before we went to Sedona. About the same size as Serpent Lake, I guess. Nice spot. Okay, I gotta regroup. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give up on all these side trails going into all the lakes like I normally do, and that's what I want to do. Okay, so switch cameras here. I'm using my a Castle Brave 7 camera now, so I'm sure you can hear the difference. I've got it tilted up this way more this time. Last time I had it, you know, basically the same way I always had the GoPros, just slightly downward because they have such a wide angle, they capture everything. But I've actually, instead of it pointing slightly down like that, I've got it pointing maybe even a touch up, so that way I'll be able to capture the stuff more out in front of me again when I'm on the Grizzly. So we're going to take off from here and see how it goes. I'm just going to go out onto the main trail from here, which isn't too far away, and just do a big loop. We'll just make it up as we go. And I'm using the remote so I can tell if this thing's shut down or not. It's recording in 4K 30, which is the highest resolution. I mean, it's a good camera. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's the wide angle thing. It's not as good as the GoPros. But I mean, if you just want a really good action camera for, like, you know, a third of the price of a GoPro, get one of these. They're great. Nothing wrong with them. They're actually some of them have more features than a GoPro. I'm hoping I can make it out onto the main trail without cutting any more trees down. So this trail right here, I went it down a couple years ago, if you remember, and that goes right over to where I was talking about earlier. That goes over to Serpent Lake, but on the other side into the marshy area. And it's a nice trail. I'm not going to go down there tonight, I'm sure, or today. I'm sure I'd hit down trees 50 yards in there. Alright, so I'll through that one. A pain in the ass, man. Worst thing is too, you get soaked with sweat and then you start freezing. I think I can duck under these ones. I like having this remote. Okay, good. Okay, so the revised plan is now to just go as far as I can, do a big loop over by Griffith, over that way, maybe get into Joyce Lake. We'll see. Come up to a hunt camp here. This is where there was a washout last year and I had to stop and turn around and go back. This was washed right out here last year on my first ride through here. Like, this whole thing was just gone and you couldn't get through. looking for moose. There's a hunt camp just over there, as soon as I get over this. Oh, I got a soaker! I knew that was going to happen. Water went right over my right boot. So my right foot's totally soaked now. Well, they built a nice bridge over this this swamp here. Before you'd come here and you couldn't get through because it'd be so deep. You'd have to drive. I'll show you. This is a brand new bridge. This wasn't here even last fall. Must have been built late last fall, probably by the sleds. Anyway, before you'd have to drive through here, and there's no way you could drive through there right now. It's too deep. So they built this bridge. That's good. Yeah, it gets pretty deep right there. Trail left. So there's that nice camp to the right. Man, that looks like a house. Really well kept. Nice place. Satellite. So we'll head over to Little Green Lake now. Oh, you know what? I missed the corner for Little Green Lake. I'll check this water crossing here, but I don't have good hopes about getting through here. Nope. No, that gets too deep. There's another way I can get over there though, that's no problem. I always like to stop here, it's a nice spot. Take a break here. So I'm not far from Canoe Lake. Canoe Lake is just over this way. We're going to take a little break here and then we'll head south towards Griffith. Okay, I've switched back to my 10-year-old GoPro Hero 4, and so it's going to be good today because I'll get a good idea of all three cameras. So I started out with the GoPro Hero 8, then I went to the Castle, and now I'm back on the Hero 4 again. So I just want to take a walk down here and show you something. First, I'm going to go on a rant here because this is kind of stuff that pisses me off. I mean, it's so nice here, but then you walk down here into this marsh, and like this is what you're not supposed to do. You can't bring your 1000cc Can-Ams down here with the 32-inch Outlaws on it and your Gorilla axles and all that, and like shred the ground up here. Like there's creatures live here, and like you're destroying the environment here. And it's all shredded here. They've been all out through here and dug it all up. I mean, there's things live here, and you're destroying their homes. There's turtles live here, and ducks and geese, and they're hatching their eggs and all that kind of stuff. You can't do that. And just because there's nobody around, and we're out in the boonies here, I mean, you got to take responsibility on your own. So, doing that kind of stuff, that's what gets us banned, and they close trail systems down because of this kind of stuff. So don't come in here and shred the ground. Just stay in the trails. There's plenty of spots, like there's ATV parks and stuff that with big mud holes that you can go in there and do that kind of stuff all day long. But anyway, that's enough of that. It'll probably piss a lot of people off. I don't care. Okay, we're just coming up to a little green lake. This is a nice camp spot here. I'm not going to go down there, but that's a little green lake there through the trees. Nice spot. Good place to camp. That's I think this is a trail that goes into the rapids. Okay, so you can't go beyond this fence here, but it's not far. I'm going to walk down in there. And hopefully the rapids are running pretty good. It's springtime, and then we've had lots of rain and everything, so we're going to head down. No, I don't need anything down there. In there. So this is the Madawaska River. Oh yeah, the rapids are flowing good compared to the last times I've been here. Hey, there's the sun. Don't believe it. Sun's out. So this is about, I don't know, 10 or 12 kilometers from my house. I live on the Madawaska River just up that way, which is west. And this flows down, it goes down into, through Griffith, and then you get over by Calabogie. Goes through Calabogie Lake, then out to the Ottawa River, and out to the St. Lawrence, and out to the ocean. Flowing nice. There's a lot of, I mean, this is world class here. I mean, people come to run this river. It starts, I mean, way up by, Cumbermere, Bark Lake. This is called the Lower Madawaska River, and then there's the Upper Madawaska River. That's up, just south of Barry's Bay area. And they run it, and they go right out to the Ottawa River. Really nice. Okay, so I'm going to end this right now, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll get another good view of all three of the cameras, how they worked. So I should be out again next week, take advantage of all the good conditions, and hopefully I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. I might go down by Cloyne, down to the Massanuga, and go down in there. I didn't get down there at all last year, but we'll see.